On this Monday with more Nikki, I want to talk quickly about some of the things that you got to stop doing in order to accomplish your goals. And so, if you didn't see the video from last week, go back and watch it where we talked about the importance of just resetting now that we're in Q3. But there's a few behaviors that I keep seeing kind of getting in the way, and I just want us to squash those right now before you get like any deeper into the year. And so, those things are around overestimating, overcommitting, and then overstimulation. And so, just in terms of like the overestimating, like we got to stop being team too much. Okay. We have to stop overestimating what we can do in the time frame that we have. And so I see this happening on two fronts. It's either from a capacity standpoint or from a capability standpoint. And so when we're talking about capacity, it's you are committing to do all these things based on how long you think it's going to take you, but a lot of times you're overestimating the energy you're going to have once it's time for you to do it, but you're overestimating your ability to execute it in that tight timeline. Why? Because you're assuming like you're operating in a vacuum with all things being equal, all things going perfectly, no wrinkles. And so a lot of times the issue with overestimating and why it comes up is because we're not factoring in for the unexpected. We're not factoring in for the random call for the boss, from the person who's dropping by, for lifing. And so you start to build this thing and this I can do this in 4 hours. Yes, you could maybe do it in 4 hours, but realistically, you only have an hour because you have these meetings that are coming up. The boss dropped by, da 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 da. And so we have to start building schedules that factor in a little bit of space for some of that unpredictability. So that's how you kind of counter this whole overestimation. It's like, could I in a perfect world get this done in four? Yes. Do I live in a perfect world? No. So realistically, can I get this done in 4 hours? Probably not. So you have to start having an honest conversation about what it's actually going to take and what it looks like for you to be able to do that thing and to do it well. The second piece of that is around the overestimating as it relates to your capability. So sometimes y'all saying you can do stuff and you can't do it. And it really be clear, you can't do it yet. And that's okay, because the reality is when you're working, you're going to get these at bats. You're going to get opportunities to be stretched. And that's good. But what you want to then be mindful of is making sure that you, again, are not overestimating what you can do at this moment given the time crunch. So said differently, if someone tells you they need something in 4 hours and you've never done this thing, you don't know the first thing, you don't even know what the agreement is, or you don't even know what this thing is, and saying, yes, I can do this in 4 hours, you're overestimating it. Not because of a capacity thing, because your afternoon is clear, but because of a capability gap. You need time to upskill, you need time to learn. And so we have to start also stop committing to things and like overestimating what we can do just from a capability standpoint, because then you end up doing something and not doing it well or not doing it in a timely fashion, and you don't end up getting that opportunity again to do it. And so I kind of wanted to say that because I think it's really important that you take stock of what it is that you're being asked to do, what the timetable is of that deliverable, and can you do it from a, I actually have time, and based on factoring some other unpredictabilities that might come up, it'll work. And can I do it from a, I know how, I have the technical expertise, or I have the time to upskill myself so that I can meet that deadline. And so just from that standpoint, like that's something that we've got to stop doing. We've got to stop overestimating, because you keep creating this cycle where you're not getting stuff done, or you're not getting it done on time, or you're doing it in a way that is consistently burning you out. So that's the first one, and I'm going to circle back with you on the next two.